As more and more consumers start caring for environment, many are saying goodbye to fossil fuel-based engines and are embracing greener energy. Current two-wheeler makers are ensuring that they are abreast with the demand, and insurers are leaving no stone unturned to address the growing green mobility craze. Reports have emerged that electric vehicle insurance premiums are marching upwards, but they are bundled with various offers. By how much is the premium rising, and are electric vehicle insurance different from regular car insurance? What are the key coverages that you must ensure are there in a EV insurance policy? To discuss all of this in detail, on board I have Ashwini Dubey, Head of Motor Insurance Renewals at policybazaar.com. Ashwini, good evening. Welcome to the show. We are talking
Good
about
evening.
electric vehicle insurance policies, and the premiums are not only rising up but also feature packed. So, what kind of policies are available when we talk about specifically of EVs?
Right. So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me to the show, and a very, very happy Diwali to you and
I
all
wish
your
you the
viewers.
same.
Right. So as you said, EV adoption in the market is increasing day by day, and more people are opting for electrical vehicles, be it two-wheelers or private cars. And similarly, the insurance companies are trying to move in the same direction by offering more and more value to the customers who are opting for electric vehicles. So, when it comes to policies, insurance policies, there are two types of insurance policies that a customer can opt for. One is a third-party insurance policy, and one is a comprehensive insurance policy. A third-party insurance policy, as the name suggests, it is meant to cover third-party losses and not the losses to the person's vehicle. A comprehensive insurance policy covers losses to the person's own vehicle, plus also has the added third party built into it. As you talked about the kind of bundles and the kind of offerings that are there in the market. So one very basic thing is that is there in addition to a comprehensive insurance policy is a zero depreciation plan or a zero depreciation add-on. A zero depreciation add-on simply means that whenever a customer goes for a claim, that they will get the full value of the parts of that are damaged or that need to be replaced, rather than a depreciated value. What generally happens is, as the vehicle gets older, the vehicle part gets depreciated in value. With a zero depreciation plan, that that depreciation is waived off, and the customer actually gets the full value, which makes them which means that they will get more of the insurance claim value, and they'll have to pay a little less out of their pocket. That's the very basic thing that is there available in the market right now.
Tell me something, what's the premium range that we are talking about, and which companies have actually launched feature-packed EV insurance policies?
As of now, all insurance companies, I mean, maybe year or so ago, year and a half ago, there were a fewer insurance companies offering electric vehicle policies. Right now, almost all insurance companies are offering electrical vehicle policies, be it for two-wheelers or for private cars. Again, as I said, the basic covers, the basic bundles are zero depreciation, consumables, etc. They are being added. Companies are looking at extra add-ons or differentiated value propositions that they can bring to the table. Some of them include battery covers, some of them include coverages for the battery, and some of them include roadside assistance. And in certain cases, there may be roadside assistance cases where a person's battery runs out. So those are things that the companies are working on. I won't be able to take names of which company is actually offering which product. I think people can definitely make their own research on that. But as of now, almost all companies are offering electric vehicle insurance.
The maximum premium range that we're talking about over here?
So the minimum, so I'll start with the minimum first. The
Sure.
minimum is, of course, the third party rate. The third party rate is defined by the government, and the government is now giving a 15% discount on third party rates for all electric vehicles in their bid to promote electrical vehicle adoption. From on the comprehensive side, yes, the premium of the own damage part or the damage to the vehicle part is a little higher than it would be for a petrol or a diesel vehicle or a CNG vehicle. However, that is because since the electrical vehicle market is pretty nascent and the adoption has just started, I think for insurers to correctly be able to value the amount of loss, the extent of loss, etc., is it's a little new for them, and these rates might correct with time. As of now, the premiums are a little on the higher side, depending on the age of the vehicle you have, and the coverages, etc., are also on the same side. Generally, that another reason why the premiums are a little on the higher side is because of the parts availability. When you talk about availability of parts for an electric vehicle, uh, they're not as available or as available in every shop as they are for a normal ICE engine like a petrol or a diesel engine.
Tell me something. We are still facing a lot of issue when it comes to having an infrastructure for electrical vehicles. Now, considering the kind of problem that we are facing, insurance companies in their policies, are they trying to ensure a cushion on this part to the policy holder?
So yes, most insurance companies are trying to build that in the product.
Okay.
However, as I said, the market right now, especially in cars, is very small. The number of people who are buying electric cars right now, although it's increasing day by day, it is still quite less in comparison to petrol vehicles, diesel vehicles. So insurers are still trying to bring in new products, and with IRDA now, opening features like pay as you drive, pay as you use, and giving insurers the right to use and file. I'm sure more insurance companies will be coming up with more products, which will be including specifically EV insurance, and which will cater specifically to electrical vehicle insurance.
Tell us something about the claim process. Is it the same as compared to a normal motor insurance policy?
Yes, the claim process is absolutely the same. There is no difference at all. Whenever a customer, whether a customer has an electric vehicle or any other petrol, diesel, CNG vehicle, the claim process does not change. The customer simply has to give a call to the insurance company, their claim contact number, and register their claim, and then the process takes over just as it does in any other vehicle.
Response on your platform that you're getting for EV insurance policies, if you could just help me understand, is it coming from tier 1 or tier 2, tier 3 towns? What's the response and inquiry like from the viewers, from the consumers?
Sure. So in terms of cars, the inquiries that we are getting are more from metro cities
Okay.
as compared to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. In terms of two-wheelers, although there is more of a mixed bag, since EV adoption in two-wheelers has been is far more than it is in private cars in cars as of now, and the number of models available, the number of options available to customers are even more. So in cars, as I said, the traffic we're seeing is more on the metro city side and the metro city side. In two-wheelers, although, however, it's more of a mixed bag. So we're seeing definitely most of the traffic, a large part of the traffic from metro cities. However, a significant chunk is also coming from tier 1 cities as well.
Okay, right now we are still in a developing phase, in a phase where people are trying to understand how this EV market works. The cars are considerably expensive at the moment, but going forward, we will obviously see a lot of demand more in this segment. We'll have more models, and now keeping all of these factors in mind, do you think the premiums would actually go down, and does it make sense to right now just hold on to in buying this policy, and maybe after a few quarters you can consider buying one?
So yes, there is some truth to it, definitely. As an example, I'll say that petrol engines have been around for what, 70 years, 80 years now. So the experience that any insurance company has in underwriting a petrol car or a diesel car is far more. Right. Electric vehicles, especially cars, have been around for a relatively less amount of time, and the number of cars in the market are also relatively less. So the experience that they have in terms of claims, in terms of losses and loss ratios that they were experienced, is still something that they're learning. Once they learn that, once these things keep building up, and once they get more experience in this sector in terms of loss ratios, and once the dealer network and the service center network also develops, then definitely the premiums will go down as more experience comes in. I mean, it definitely looks as though the premiums might go down.
Right.
However, I'd also say that in the overall cost of ownership, I'm not sure how much that will impact in a positive or a negative way.
Right.
Because the overall cost of ownership of electric vehicle compared to a petrol or a diesel vehicle is anyways much on the lower side.
All right. So, but then so far we are seeing the electrical vehicle insurance policies on rise, along with the premium and the features which are bundled up in them. Thank you so much for removing time and talking to us and explaining our viewers all about this insurance policy.